The inquiry into foreign interference in Ottawa is set to hear today from the top brass of Canada's intelligence agencies and Foreign Service. Let's go live to CTV's Jeremy Sharon, who's covering this story. Good morning, Jeremy. Let's talk about some of the significant moments that we've heard from the witnesses yesterday.
Yeah, Jamie, so yesterday the focus really was on Erin O'Toole, former Conservative leader who lost the election in 2021, one of the two, including the 19 election, that are at the heart of this inquiry into foreign interference. And what we heard from Erin O'Toole yesterday is that, he testified that the national approach, rather than a riding-by-riding approach to tackling foreign interference, in the end cost him his job and was unfair to voters. That is what we heard from Erin O'Toole at yesterday's inquiry. He spoke about the fact that he and his team had flagged concerns about foreign interference, potential foreign interference in up to 9 ridings. And in the end, on election night, we're surprised by the results in certain ridings. He spoke about the fact that he was not testifying that foreign interference changed the results of the overall election and who was elected leader, but he did believe that it did play a role in certain ridings, and in the end, he feels as though the loss of a handful of seats are what led him to the decision to step down as leader of the Conservative Party. So he feels as though it had a serious impact on his position as leader and on the results of riding, or on the results in certain ridings. Let's listen into a little bit more about what Erin O'Toole had to say yesterday.
Because I was informed in the run-up to the campaign that there were 600,000 WeChat account users in British Columbia alone. And these are Canadians that don't watch the evening news and don't read the Globe and Mail or the National Post. So they're getting almost all of their information from channels that cannot be trusted.
So that's what we heard about yesterday. Today, the focus turns to the intelligence community. As you touched on a little bit, Jamie, we'll be hearing today from David Vigneault, the head of CSIS. We'll be hearing from some RCMP officials who will speak to a little bit more what they can share, at least, because part of the challenge here has been access to classified information and how much information can be shared with the general public. But we'll learn a little bit more about what was happening behind the scenes on what kind of information intelligence officials were gathering about whether or not there was foreign interference taking place, and a little bit more about the approach which Erin O'Toole alluded to, which was to look at the bigger picture, the national picture of foreign interference, rather than looking at specific incidents, specific ridings, and what kind of foreign interference was taking place in that aspect. So we should get a bit more of a window into kind of what intelligence agencies were looking at behind the scenes and some of their decisions when to notify or not to notify officials of what was happening.
CTV's Jeremy Sharon, we appreciate that report. Thank you.